Look at how low it's idling. Look at that, man. Let's go over the goals that we're supposed to be for this month. One, consistency, making everything a non-negotiable. The deal has already been made, no negotiating. Consistent, twice. Well, that was at the time. I was doing small workouts, which 2 times a day, even though it was only 15 minutes and getting a pump in every muscle group, that was still not sustainable. Daily short form, that was for some people I was doing short form for. Ecom deep work. You barely did that, boy. Daily reading. Lost track of that. Daily 2 vids. I've been doing that. 1 movie this month. Oh, snap. Well, you can consider... This is very down bad of me, but you can consider what's currently my channel trailer as the monthly movie. Wake up at 6 a.m. It's 4:30 now, my boy. Focus. Decide the task. Do not waver until complete. No more scatterbrain and going all over the place. That did not age well. Hard work. Colossians 3:23. Whatever you do, work at it with all of your heart for the Lord and not for man. Next is intentional. Understand and practice remembering your whys. List of whys. My dad worked night shift for almost a decade just to make ends meet. Do not strive to be able to take... If I weren't to strive to be able to take care of my parents, that which have sacrificed so much for me, you'd be a coward. Shame on you to try and settle for an easy life. The ultimate man was Jesus. True masculinity is responsibility. All right. Okay. Next clip. So, I'm done. This is today. May 2024. I have this thing. This is the map out of the days. Today's the 2nd, so I get to cross out 2nd. If I don't do what I need to do, I will be broke, and a disgrace to those who invested in me and those who are rooting for me. I would be in complete misery and darkness. I'm starting out with fear. Fear, it's a very potent fuel. It's not something to run off of for long term because it can destroy you. You can be a bit bitter, but it is a strong fuel. I forgot where I heard this, but if you hook up a rat with the smell of a cat behind it and cheese in front of it, it's going to move faster than the rat who just has cheese in front of it. Fear is a big motivator. Got to remind myself, like, if I continue, I'm going to be miserable. Living in sin, still addicted, sexually immoral, just broke, no purpose, like, not even, I know my purpose. I would be living, denying my purpose, being all talk with all this past history of documentation. So I must be disciplined, starting with discipline. Your discipline to connect with God throughout the day is a determining factor between your success and your failure. Let me tell you, when I fell and I relapsed, okay, after 43 days of celibacy, that lead up was because I lost my consistency. Oh, matter of fact, all times, every single time I've relapsed, it was because I was not being disciplined, reading this right here, not making time for God, not praying, not preparing, not being in the Word, basically armoring up. Because you have to. I can't do it without God. This purpose came from God. I was bought at a high price. Jesus died for me. I'm here to walk out that purpose. And it's the discipline to connect with God, to grow in relationship with God. It's the make or break. So, next, high frequency. Energy is a choice. stack the W's in the morning, and control your inputs. Everyone starts their day. Most people start their day with their phone and they're short form. They stay in bed. They don't do anything. They stay in bed for like an hour, or they get on short form or go straight to porn, whatever. They've ruined the rest of their day because of their inputs at the start of the day. You know what I have to do every single day when I first wake up? Pray. Okay? Make my bed. Drink 20 to 30 ounces of water. Journal. Cold shower. These things, they add up. They are proper inputs. No matter how I woke up, how I felt, by the time I'm done with my routine, after the journaling, after the cold shower, I have all those little victories under my belt. It's going to slingshot me for the rest of the day. Because not only that, it's preparation from the night before, and then that very morning, I journal and prepare. This is what I have to do today. 5-4-5 method, my 5 goals, 4 things I'm going to do that morning, and then 5 tasks, which I did not finish, but we move in. Next, I have to be intense. Do your best. Do not hold back. Don't entertain comfort. Listen, man, with the workouts, it's a direct reflection. You entertain comfort, or to some degree you entertain comfort, or you go all out. And going all out sucks. It always sucks. Waking up at 4:30 and going in a cold shower sucks. It's necessary, though. It's necessary, though. Another thing is, you have to surround yourself with people like that. I have to be social. Isolation will destroy me. I already know loneliness is a cue to sin. Loneliness. Next thing you know, I'll be wandering on short form, and then I'll go to the girls. And the next thing you know, bam, relapse. Or it started with let me just innocently watch a Spartan movie, and then there's sex scenes. And then it weakens me, and then eventually I crumble under the pressure. I didn't start my day with the right inputs, that's for sure. Woke up late, that's for sure. No wonder. This very monitor watching 300 Rise of Empire, or whatever the sequel is called. Lost it. 43 days, bro. Next is reviewing and prepping. Every day, review your victories and your shortcomings. I gotta celebrate my small victories a bit more. I got to. I ridicule myself every single video, and I mainly just talk about my shortcomings, which is very important. It's being real. It's being transparent. It's what is necessary. I gotta show the L's and the W's, my highs and my lows. This ain't all show and it looks nice. Yeah, I'm celibate. Yeah, I'm doing my routine. I'm perfect. No, it doesn't happen. Every day, review victories and shortcomings with that data. Plan the next day to be better. Conquer your shortcomings. Every day is progress, which is, I'm going to get into what that visually looks like. Next is solving problems. If you're moving to problem after problem, you're making progress. That's what this freaking means. It's like, one example is Smith Reeses talks about pouring water in a bucket, and then eventually the bucket turns over, like at a water park. Same here. Every L, well, we call it L, every failure, every lesson, every roadblock is a percent. And what we don't realize is progress is the failure. The failure is the reps. Just like booting up a loading screen. 1%, 2%, and then 5%, 10%. Okay, we move up to 50%, 75%. We move up. Okay, L's. So much walls, so much to deter you from success. And then people stop right here at 97%. Man, this just isn't for me. I keep failing. It's not for me. It's not going to work. You were 3 failures away. If you look at failure like that, like a progress bar, why don't you want to work? Me, I'm avoiding the work. I'm avoiding what's hard. It's the failures. It's the time invested. It is hard. There's no dopamine in it. I'm going to fail. I'm going to make mistakes. I'm going to do what is not optimal, but it is progress nonetheless. It is loading in. Loading in that reality of making 10 grand a month. Loading in that reality of having a store that'll actually work. Of having the past loaded. It is getting to success. You have to have all of this history building you up. Building up your competence. Building up the experience to find a winning product. Knowing, hey, and it takes reviewing too. You got to review over the past mistakes. Otherwise, you're going to stay loading at that same failure. You're going to be stuck at 75% or so. Whatever. It is progress. Every facet of life. It is progress. This e-commerce thing. Figuring out how to drop ship. It's a progress thing. Learning the copy. Learning the creatives. Learning what, it goes down to the T. It goes down to the T. Knowing your customer avatar. How much money would they spend? What's a good offer? What is a aesthetic and very well thought out product page? What is gonna bring people to buy? How can I reach the people who have already clicked off? Emails, okay, noties. Okay, let's figure that out. How do I have a convincing website? Okay, you gotta have reels and such. Evidence that your product works for other people. Convince them, disarm them of their... When they come to your site, the ad is supposed to get them interested, get them curious. They come to your site, you're supposed to disarm them of their... What's the word, dude? Freak. You're supposed to disarm them of them, not buying. That's so bad. What is the word, dude? I can get the word. Disarm them. You must disarm the customer so that they're convinced. You have to convince them. All of that learning. You got to learn for yourself. You can't just learn the optimal way. Don't get stuck in analysis paralysis. You have to do the reps. The failures are the reps. The failures is what is the progress. That's what the loading bar is. That's the percent. It's not all you know and all the YouTube you've consumed. If you're not applying the knowledge, it is completely pointless. You look like a fool. Who cares what's the optimal way when you're not even working? Yeah, it's optimal to work 30 minutes and then take a 30-minute break and then work 30 minutes and then take a 30-minute break. That's what I saw was optimal. You're not even working, bro. What are you on about? Just work. Who cares what's optimal? Let me tell you what's not optimal. Being broke. What's not optimal? Having my parents 60 and 61 years of age. I would be a coward not to provide for them. I've said this time and time again. And here I am. After relapses, I had I got in a trench. But we moving. We getting out of here. May 2024. What I didn't do last month was work for the most part. I have to put the hours in. I got to put the reps in. I have to just lock in, stop getting distracted with all this bull crap, sit right here. No Discord, no YouTube, no Google searches. Just get it done. Get the reps. Get the progress. My friend, get the progress. You should map out if you haven't, just start. I wasn't doing this at April 28th, all nice and prior. Nah, just start now. Sure, you may have missed your opportunity. Start now. The time is going to go. You're either going to gain the weight, gain the muscle, or you're not. You're either going to gain the competence and get the progress, load up the bar,
or you're literally actually going to fail. You're going to lose because you gave up, because you didn't even try. That's regret. That's real pain compared to discipline. Yeah, it's hard every day. It is nothing compared to regret, bro. Being a sorry little dweeb, regret. Being undisciplined, being godless, not growing, regret. It's what keeps me up at night. My mind. It'll keep me up. It'll wake me up at 2 a.m. and keep me up. It happens. And when it happens, usually I haven't been taking action to be the man I'm supposed to be. So that's why it's haunting me. I'm going to edit this up in iMovie. I don't know what. Computer, what time is it?
It's 12:59 p.m.
I got to upload this. I'll see y'all later. Love you. Jesus loves you. Freaking watch my previous video. You got to take away your parasitic draws. It's siphoning off your focus and your potential to have a stronger mindset. Take care. You gotta address it. So watch my previous video, my boy. Hit that like and subscribe button. I really appreciate it. I gotta get back in the groove. I've been sorry the past 5 days. We moving though. May 2024. We making moves. Love you, Jesus loves you. Peace.